Hello, and thanks for joining Your Body Advocate podcast. I am Ruth Cummings, your host, and today I'm interviewing Desiree Logan. She is the mom of one of my favorite clients, Emmanuel Logan Greene. And today, two moms talk about what it's like to have a student, a child, off playing sports in college, especially when they're far away from you. Please enjoy this very fun conversation with Desiree, and let's take a deep breath to relax. Ready? All right, here we go.
You're listening to Your Body Advocate, telling your body's side of the story. The podcast dedicated to supporting and improving your body-mind connection so you can live a pain-free, passion-filled life, dissolving one body tension at a time. Discover the healing properties of your own body language, and together let's explore ways to support and improve essential self-talk. Now, here's your host, Master of Encouragement and Body-Mind Life Coach, Ruth Cummings.
All right, I have a special guest today. Will you introduce yourself, please, and how did we meet?
My name is Desiree Logan, and I met through my son, Emmanuel Greene, who's formerly attended University of New Mexico as a football player, wide receiver.
Nice. Number 17.
Yes, he is number 17, but number 7 is the best number for him.
Yeah, number 7?
He loved that number.
Oh, that's good. All right, well, I know you haven't done this before, so thanks for being here.
You're quite welcome.
And I'm glad that, it's like we're hard to look at each other since we only have one camera. But
Okay.
yeah, so I have this podcast that I run called Your Body Advocate, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. So one of the things that I wanted to ask you is your impression from being far away and listening to your son being coached by me. And he and I have another podcast where we talk about where we met and how that all evolved. But I wanted to hear your impressions.
First, my first impression is coming over here. I always hear my son tell my Mom, you need to meet Miss Ruth one day. So when you come over here for Thanksgiving, when my first time meeting Miss Ruth, he say, Mom, she's the best. I get the best massage. I got to go get me my massage and stuff. Since my injury, she been encouraging me, give me the best tips and what I need to do. And I appreciate a lot of that, especially being on the other side, on the East Coast of the United States. And my son is in the best hand with Miss Ruth because she give him encouraging words, especially as a young African-American man. And you don't get that much. And I appreciate every bit of her, showing her as that second mother instinct and giving to him during his time from family member of his side of the family.
That was perfect. Yeah, so I was putting myself in your shoes as a mom. Like, my daughter's off now. She plays in collegiate sports, and it's hard, because they're still young. They're still...
It's still growing. They're still developing. And, of course, they want that trustworthy person that if their mom is not around, they want that trust where they can put their trust in that person and leading them guiding the same way they would lead and guide their own children, too.
Yes. I definitely feel my motherly mama bear instinct definitely comes up.
And it's very appreciated and helpful.
Oh, I become very protective, just like I would my own kids. And my kids always say that, like, Mom, everybody wants you to be their Mama Ruth. And but yeah, so I want you to know that, he's not here anymore.
No.
But yeah, we take him in like he's one of our own and give him the best.
I can tell because he always talking every time I get on the phone and call and stuff. And when he was over the last time visiting, he said, you got to go see Miss Ruth. Got to meet Mom. Come on, you got to meet Miss Ruth. And yes, I have met Miss Ruth. And yes, you get that vibe, especially from her mother as well, and making them Christmas cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I love that.
So fun. I love my mama.
Excuse me.
So, another just a little part that we've worked together on is, it's quite hard to explain what I do for people.
Mm-hmm.
And because I do massage, but it's not just massage. And I've been doing massage so long that it's hard for me to explain it. But what I'm trying to do is show people where emotion is held in their body and why and how to get it to be let go and to let it go in their mind and their body. Is there anything that, like, how do you feel about that? Where do you think emotion is held in the body? Do you think it's important? Do you think it's real? What's your impression?
Of course, it's real. Motion is the main one. Not, I want to say number one, but it plays a factor in your body, your mind, and everything that you go through in life, and that will affect on your body. Miss Ruth today gave me the amazing, trust me, because I already feeling tense in my back, lower back from an accident that happened 2.5 years ago. And she pinpointed to that area as well, and then she let me know where my fear, worry lies, and that plays a doorman with the mind as well too. And she for the first time is to let me know. But now since I have her phone number and I'm miles away, I can call her and ask her and get the encouragement of what it in the body plays in the body. Because trust me, I didn't really know that at first until as she was massaging me. She let me know where the fear, the worry, everything else, the muscle, what it plays contribute towards my body, and it helped. And after I had the massage, I kind of feel the release and the relax of it too. I could really take a good nap right now before I hit this road.
No, she's about to drive back, well, actually, Louisiana and then back to Florida.
Yes.
Well, tell me, in your, I know you're a godly woman.
Yes.
What is, where do you think, and do you feel that you can find God in your body?
Yes. If you apply God and His Word to your body, your mind, of course, it will help and relax and release of every tense, anxiety, which I have it bad. And my anxiety really deals with my breathing, and sometimes I feel I can't catch it, but and mine, just ask God to help me, to guide me to release, because I know that it's nothing but the enemy want to play tricks on my mind. But she let me know how to do my body to release that, so I to control that anxiety that's causing me to feel like I cannot breathe. And I'm gonna try to keep constantly think about every time I'm sitting there at work and that one tense want to come up that I cannot breathe. I will go to that at that point and relax myself to release that, because it's nothing but the fear of God, the fear of the enemy want to play tricks on your mind.
That's good. So it is an interesting question I get, is where can I find God in my body? When people are questioning that, then and I actually did another podcast on this, and I'm just asking as many people as I can, because I think it's different for everybody. Would you agree with that?
Mm-hmm. Everybody had their own opinion, a different way of thinking where God applies in my body, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah. So if someone asked you, or if someone is wondering, and like how I explain it doesn't really make sense to them, so someone says to you, Desiree, how do I find God in my body? What would you say?
I would never was asked that question. I find God all over. It's studying His Word, applying His Word into my body, and it's all over. You can feel the presence of the God around you, and it's how you take it. We are impatient, but we need to be calm, relaxed, and stuff. That's me, in my opinion. I take God's word because God speaks to you softly. He's not a harsh, he's not a mean, he's not aggressive. He's a love, soft, gentle person. And he speaks to you within, and just sitting there relaxing, get in a meditative area where you feel comfortable within yourself, and just listen to him. And I know it's kind of hard because we have family, we have things to do, but to apply God in our body, take him in our mind and relax it all the way through your body and stuff, and you really will calm down. I do try sometimes, but yeah, sometimes I get impatient, but sometimes you have to take that time for I have to take that time for myself and apply God to my body, and it'll be a big release and break too as well.
Yes. Awesome. That's that's good. I think it's good to get different points of view.
Yeah, it is. Everybody have different point of view of how they serve their God.
Yes.
But you know what? We all gonna come back and serve him. Still be God. You serving God. I don't care how you serve him or whatever your religion, your preference. You're still gonna serve a God that suits your ability.
Yes. Yes. So how about I'm going to change subjects now. Thank you for your God opinion, because that's important. People
Yes,
ask
it
that
is.
often. So tell me about being a mom to a collegiate athlete. How's that?
Oh, they have his ups, they have his down with my Emmanuel. He's an athlete wide receiver. I pray constantly all the time. Dispenses Lord letting minister angel to cover him as he out there on the field, and so no harm or danger against him. But I understand, yes, he's gonna get hurt. That's life. That's coming. He's a human being. He's out there in a sports that's very ruthless. They're gonna hit, they're gonna tackle. But my Emmanuel, that's why his name is Emmanuel, because his name was prophesied to me before he was even thought of.
Love it. Love that. I did not know
Emmanuel
that.
is he need God with him, and it's what it is. Emmanuel, God is always with him. I mean, that's why he been prophesied before I even know I was pregnant.
Wow.
But he's a twin to a female. But
That's why he's so protective.
So Emmanuel, he have a determined mind, and when he set his mind on a certain play or how to do, he let the coaches know he's a very helpful person on the field, and he likes to get out there and he balls as well too. But yes, he have his up and he have his down mentally as well too. So you have to encourage him as on the field and off the field.
Yes. So what would you say to other moms with collegiate athletes who have the same worries that we do? Like, what would you tell them? It's their first year. This is your 6th year with him, because he's a 6th-year senior. But so you have more
Support.
Support.
You have to support them in what they want to do. How far they going? Just keep being there, being a supporting mom or parent, both parents in the household. I'm a single parent to Emmanuel. Excuse me, and I support him in everything he do, decisions he's made. But sometimes, as a parent or mother, I don't feel like everything's right. But he, in his eye, he know the expect. But I just pray and cover, lead him and guide him in the right way, and that he make the right decision as an athlete and stuff. We just keep praying. That's my thing. I have to keep praying. We could talk, but
right.
You have to keep praying and keep him on the word of God.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
So what else would you say for like how do you take care? We've been talking about this. How would you take care of yourself in this time? Because it's very stressful for parents, for moms.
Yes, it's very stressful.
We watch our kid and it's like, whoa, why did you, what? Wait. And we're not there.
Yes. That's why I thank God for Miss Ruth that he got a chance to meet Miss Ruth, how they met. I got the story, but I'm not going to tell that story. He or Miss Ruth would tell that story, but thank God for Miss Ruth. He's thousands of miles, 1,600 miles away from us. And you pray that he meets someone that can encourage him and give him the right guidance too, and stuff. Especially he's thousands of miles away, and they make the right decision and what he needs to do in life, on the field, off the field. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a tough cookie with Emmanuel. I support him. Whatever he do, I still support him. But my Emmanuel worked that nerve sometimes. I'm sorry to say, he worked that nerve.
You guys are so cute together. I'm going to film that sometimes. It's like ping pong, bing, bing. And I do that with my kids. It's just funny to watch it with someone else's. And
you see how each family member really act.
Your son reminds me of my son, where they love to argue, but they're saying they're not arguing. Just like,
It's
what?
like I say, it's go in one ear and go out the other one. And that's what Emmanuel. He listened. Yeah, Mom, but Mom, but what? What word did you not understand? And then a few minutes later, or a day or two later, Mom, come on now. Like with the records. He want to take the records.
Funny. He wants to take.
But that's a value in between me and my sister.
Yeah.
But he want to take the records and listen to them. I know how he is. Oh no, you're not taking them.
I hope you enjoy this interview with Desiree Logan. We will see you next time on our podcast next week. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Your Body Advocate with Ruth Cummings. We're so glad you've joined us today and truly believe you can live a pain-free, passion-filled life. To connect with Ruth, work with Ruth, or to grab your free ebook, go to ruthcummings.com. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, friends, be open, include the unincluded, think outside the box, and spread love and kindness one smile at a time.